A good start. Choking. Okay, so week 13, day 1, 5 mile base run. So today the weather is being kind to me. Still a little bit chilly. I've got my team no excuses all-inclusive race top on. Now these were made for our team for races indeed, and so we all show up on a race all wearing the same shirts, all showing the rainbow and promoting the inclusiveness of our club. But they're a little bit thicker than the old shirts, so as it's a bit chilly today, I popped it on. Firstly, because keep me a bit warmer. Secondly, because actually it's a really nice shirt. Gets lots of attention, lots of nods and lots of smiles, and lots of comments. Anyway, the other thing, because it is dry, something else is able to happen today. Yep. Race day trainers have actually got a run out. This is quite hard running and looking down at your feet. How people run like this is beyond me. You're supposed to run with your head up looking where you're going. There's so many people run looking down. Not easy. Anyway, back to me. Yes, so as you can tell, still stiffy, still croaky, still full of this flu and cold. Got 3 weeks to shift it. I will still marathon with a cold. Even if I've got a sore throat, I'll still do it. But it'll just be a lot easier if I can breathe properly and in rhythm with my running than I can with a blocked up nose, blowing it every 10 minutes and generally messing my breathing pattern up. Okay, I'm halfway. I'm going to cut you short there, and I'll catch you later. Yo! So, 5 miles complete, and I feel great. I feel absolutely fantastic. So, it was really tempting to keep going, actually. My long run is tomorrow, 12 mile, and I was feeling so good, I was tempted to do the 12 today. However, I'm going to choke. Excuse me. I'm going to continue. I'm not going to cut. I posted a video last night. I normally do everything one take. The only times I retake is if I swear a bit too much and I think it's a bit over the top, so I retake and take the steering out. Or if someone butts in or shouts out, or, you know, because quite often people think it's funny to shout something out on a video that's inappropriate. However, I'm doing a reel for the end of the marathon, or close to the end of the marathon, for a bit of fun. So I wanted to shoot something, and I kept getting the giggles. So I shared that as a separate reel. Anyway, that's why I leave all the bits and bobs in, because it's a real life vlog. So, as I was saying, however, I have no fuel with me. I have no water, and I don't have any gels. I would, for a 12 mile, I'd probably use one, maybe a second gel towards the end if I felt weak. But without any fuel, it's only going to harm myself. So the problem now is 5 miles is easy, and 12 miles is now coming up to a mid-distance for me. It's not even particularly a long run, and I know I've got it in the bag, and I can do it quite easily in less than 2 hours, or probably about an hour 35 minutes, hour 40. So it's tempting to go on and do it. However, this part of my training now is really, really, really important. It's all about self-care, looking after my training, looking after my fuel, my nutrition, and myself. And to do that without fuel could cause injury. It could cause dehydration. It could cause, especially with a cold, illness. And this is where you've got to leave your ego at the door. Like when you go to the gym, you start getting to a plateau and you think, oh, I can lift the heaviest fucking weight in the world for a couple of reps. It's tempting to do, but that's where injuries occur. Now, the last thing I want to do is get injured after all this training. So it's taper time after this week, which is all short runs, 4s, 5s, 6s. And I've got to resist the temptation, A, to not race them as fast as I can, B, to stop stretching after. I've got to keep my stretching up and my cool downs. This is why I'm walking now, because I'm just on a cool down. And fuel properly. And not get the, if I get a 5 is easy. I'll just blast that out as quick as I can and get home. Got to keep everything sensible for the last 3 weeks. These are the important weeks. These are also the weeks where you do get injuries. You don't have time to recover. The first half of the training, if you get an injury, you can recover for a couple of weeks and continue training. Okay, so I'm going to finish today's blog with a quick shout out to one of my watchers, my subscribers. It's actually my daughter. Ashley has started her Couch to 5k. I don't know whether she's been inspired by watching me or whether she's just decided it's her turn to go back to running. She has run before, she's done park run before, she's got it in a bag, but she's decided to go Couch to 5k, which is a sensible route. So, marathon next year, Ash? Alright, I'll leave you with that thought. See you later. Good morning! So, week 13, day 2, long run. 12 miles today. Now, I'm not actually going to talk to you for long here. I just actually thought I'd bring you on to pick up on the amount of wind there is today. You hear? It is horrific. I'm running into it. It's whistling around my ears, and actually it's quite hard work. So, 70-mile-an-hour winds overnight. They've dropped off quite a bit, but it's pretty damn windy still. Okay, I'll catch up with you when I find a spot where either the wind's behind me or I'm sheltered. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you this. I just had a little sprint session. This is the path I've just come up. I don't know if you can see it. If I can focus in a bit. That huge puddle is right where cars go past. So I had a little sprint session. I waited for a little gap and then sprinted from one end of the puddle to the other so that I didn't get absolutely soaked and absolutely drowned. Unfortunately, I just about got here before I did. So, all little games, all wins. Yeah. Yo, I am back. So I'm 9 miles into the 12, less than a park run to go, and this is the first chance I've had to come back to speak to you out of the wind. It has been horrible. I've had to work twice as hard, I've had to pump the legs twice as hard and battle against the elements, but all that's doing is making me stronger, fitter and ready for anything. Battling against the wind. Also, should be the last time that I wear this bag. From now on in, I won't need to take jumpers for after run to keep me warm. I won't need to take water with me, and I won't need to take gels. I can run 6 miles without water and without gel. So everything now will be running dry. If I take a jacket for the rain or a lightweight hoodie, it can go around my waist. So no more carrying this bloody bag. Woohoo! So all the signs now are leading to fun. For the last 3 weeks of tapering. Oh, swallow the fly again. So all my tapering now, my run's going to be 4s, 5s, 6s, with plenty of rest days in between. So my vlog's now going to get shorter, because I'm not out running so much. The rest of this week I've got a day off, then I've got a 5, a 4 and a 6 to do. I will probably do the 5 on Thursday, 6 on Friday, and then the 4 on Saturday, because that's park run, so it's only like an extra 8.9 miles after park run to complete it, so I'll get my mileage in. Next week I think it's 2 days off. 8 miles is my long run, and then a couple of 5s, and then after that it's all 4, 5s and 6s, so easy going. So as my vlogs are going to get shorter, it's time for you to interact with me and leave something in the comments, a quote, a question, something you want to ask me about marathon running, nutrition, training, etc. Or just something I can share with my watchers and subscribers. Okay, I'll leave you with that, and I'll catch you later on in the week. So I'll put my phone away, push the last couple of miles to the limit. See you on the other side. Not the other side, see you tomorrow. No, fuck me, Thursday. I've got a rest day tomorrow. I'm not running tomorrow. See you Thursday. Week 13, day 3. So yesterday was a rest day. Today is just an easy 5 mile run. Oh, I say easy, as in easy pace. I mean, it is easy now, but it's easy pace. So I'm not going out running marathon pace, although, as you probably heard me talk about before, whoops, nearly went that hole. I only run a few paces. I run, I stop, I sprint, finish. I very rarely check my watch and pace myself, etc, etc. I would say my marathon pace is going to be about 10. I'm running 9:20, so a bit quicker than easy pace. Anyway, forget all that jargon. And it's raining again. It's raining. So yesterday was a rest day, and I did a piece on my running group to all those that are running marathons in the next few weeks, which is London and Newport, about their taper and about listening to their body, taking the rest, not running further than they need to on their plans because they can, and just not overdoing it. Then the next day I've got a rest day, and I struggled like hell to just rest. I got up and did my stretches, that's fine, and I got so bored I ended up going for a 3 mile walk, about an hour anyway. But again, walking is okay because it's just keeping the body moving. I like my change sides, just keeping the body moving. The temptation to run was there, but I actually listened to my own advice and didn't run. So 5 miles today, I'm halfway through. I've chosen a different route as well. I've gone the other side of her world just to see if I can make it a bit more interesting, ducking trees and stuff. Might see a few more people I know to wave and beep, rather than being isolated on the seafronts, on the runway and on the main road out of town. Just trying to shake things up for the next few weeks to keep it interesting. Anyway, I'm going to come off. I'll check back in when I've finished. 5 miles completed. So that leaves me just 16 days till marathon day. Well, it's 17 days, 20-something hours now. By the time I run again, it will be 16. So we're popping along nicely, and we are getting very close. I mean, even to the point of now, I checked my parking last night, I checked my race time start. I haven't had the race pack yet, which must be due in sometime this week. Normally comes out a couple of weeks before, so I'll be looking forward to receiving that, to see what number I've got and see what colour I'll be running in. Actually, I'll be running in a red vest, but I mean, on the actual race number, you're coloured, so it'll be interesting. All these little things prepping you for the run. Now, talking of, so I'll go back to my splits. I've just finished, and I said to you it's supposed to be easy pace, race pace, and I don't actually follow my splits and my paces and all that. I just had a quick look out of interest. I run average 9 to 9.5 miles on each of them. I still work in miles. A lot of people work in kilometres that are modern. I'm freaking old, and I work in old money. I do park runs by kilometres, weirdly enough, but I'm doing marathon by miles. It's 26.2 miles or 42 kilometres. I feel working in miles for me, psychologically, is better. So anyway, on that, I'm working around 9.5 minute miles. The marathon, I'll be hoping to run at 10.5 minute miles. If I run at 9.5 minute miles for the whole marathon, I probably won't finish. Be far too fast for me. I'll burn out by about 20, and then the last 6 will just be, I'll have to walk or crawl. So that's why I've set a pace for that reason only. Anyway, I was waffling then. Right, something else I did different today that I'm going to tell you about, because all this stuff is, interesting, I hope, and it's educational as well. Now, my alarm gets set for 7:30 in the morning when I run. So I get up out of bed 7:30, into the bathroom, do what I need to do, get dressed, all my clothes, my running shoes, everything I need is set in the bathroom the night before. So I don't disturb anyone, and I can just go straight in. I don't go anywhere else. So straight in, get changed, get washed, get ready, get dressed. Downstairs, put an Americano in the Tasmo machine. I have an Americano coffee, 2 biscuits. Do my shoes, watch a bit of telly. I'm out by 8:30 and running. Boom, that's the full hour. Now this morning I decided I've got a long day to myself. I'm not going to Costa for coffee, so that leaves me an extra half an hour for something to do. So I laid in bed. I would set my alarm for 8 o'clock. Now, you would think if I set my alarm for 8 o'clock, I'll be out the door by 9. Absolutely not. Because I set my alarm differently, I changed my routine, I changed my body and what it does. I didn't get out till nearly 20 past 9. I literally did exactly the same. The only difference was I got interested on TikTok, and I needed to use the toilet an extra time. Whether that is all down to the fact that I got up half an hour earlier, whether that's down later, or whether that's down to psychological effects of knowing that I wasn't out the door at 8:30. So what's another 10 minutes going to hurt? I mean, I'm not set to particularly being home or being back or doing anything at a particular time. It's just the way my body clock works, the way my body works. Yesterday's rest day, no alarm. I still woke up at 8 o'clock and I still got up at 8 o'clock regardless. So I think for me, it's a lot subconscious and psychological. So this is what I say, people, if you're going to do an exercise, set yourself aside the night before, set your time frame and your time plan the night before and stick to it. If you stick to it, it becomes habit, and then you don't get this can't be bothered, or I lie, I do get that sometimes, but generally you get up, you go, and it's done. Okay, so that's the end of that shit. I have got 8 miles tomorrow, I think. No, it can't be 8, must be 6. 6 tomorrow, 4 Saturday. The 4 Saturday is park run plus a bit. So yeah, 6 miles tomorrow. Another run where I won't need fuel, won't need water. It'll just be a 6 mile loop, home, breakfast, refuel. Week 13, day 4. Day 4, training. Now before I go out training, I've got something to do that is good preparation, which I haven't done yet. And if I get any of this on me, I'll be surprised. So, there's actually sunshine out the front. It is beaming, so I'm going to wear glasses, but also prep with this. Because the last thing you want to do is get burnt when you're out running. So, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to put it on properly. I just did that for you. And I'll catch you when I'm out running. I am out and about. So, after my little demonstration, which didn't look like it went too well, I properly covered myself with suntan lotion. I got sunglasses on, and up there is the sun. But it's not actually that warm. So that is perfect conditions for my 6 miles. There's a nice breeze to keep me cool, but I can actually enjoy being in the sunshine and not getting wet. And I've also got my running day trainers on to get another 6 miles in them. I've relaced them again this morning because last time it got a bit tight across the bridge of the foot. So I've just had a relace to see how that feels. Preparation is coming on well, feeling good. Feeling happy with everything that's going in my training. So, just waiting for the big day to approach, really. and it's getting closer and closer and closer. Okay, nice and short today. I'll check in at the end.